What's good, everybody? It's the Real AG here, back at you again on the Lockdown Defense Sports Network. And man, what a time to be alive. We are finally here, Chiefs Kingdom. We are here, and for the divisional round, sees our Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Houston Texans after a pretty surprising win they had in the wild card. Just to recap things a little bit, KC won the last time these two teams met in Week 16, seeing a 27-19 victory. And as what comes with the number one seed, this upcoming game will be back at Arrowhead, and I think it's important to note that the Chiefs are currently 8-0 at home, in 2024, and are actually 10-0 at home, since the last time they lost, which I think is fitting considering that they are the 10th team in NFL history currently going for a three-peat, as everyone knows. My biggest keys for a Chiefs victory in this game, I think we got to look no further than that Week 16 game. Kansas City played a pretty relatively clean, turnover-free game offensively and was frankly pretty stifling on defense. They forced two C.J. Stroud turnovers and held Joe Mixon to under 60 yards rushing. And, it's important to note that Houston is actually 6-2 when Mixon rushes for over 100 yards, which, if you watched the wild card week, saw that was something he was able to do in that game. But with that being said, Kansas City is second in the league right now in least yards per carry allowed to running backs. I think they got to continue that trend, and that unit has to show up in this game, for the Chiefs to be successful on defense. And it only is going to open things up and opportunities up for turnovers if they're able to stop the run. And, offensively speaking, I don't think I got to put too much emphasis on how good Houston's defense is, especially their secondary. It's pretty real and it's spectacular. But like I said, Mahomes is going to need to play a clean game. He's going to need to continue doing what he's been able to do since they got rid of Tyreek and spread the ball, which I, for one, am excited to see with the return of Hollywood Brown and D-Hop and Worthy and Kelsey in this lineup. But up front, it's going to be about the O-line. Houston was able to pressure Herbert on 50% of his dropbacks, which is just absolutely crazy. And, Chiefs as a whole took 41 sacks. So, the big game and the big key is going to be protecting Mahomes, keeping him clean. And, of those 41 sacks, 12.5 came from the left tackle. So whoever's playing left tackle, whether it be DJ Humphries or Joe Thuney, is going to have to show up.